This is a hard one. Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you about some changes we've made on the farm, and making decisions, at least for me on a small farm, is really hard, but you're always evolving and changing, and livestock come and go, and that's for a variety of different reasons. I'm not going to get into all the reasons, but just know that I share this to be real and genuine, and it was not easy. So the first thing that happened is, naturally, the piglets left the farm on Labor Day weekend. We had 6 go to one home and 6 go to another. And so that's actually a happy moment, because the piglets are raised for that purpose, to be sold, and then they move on. And it's really exciting to see them go in their new home. We get pictures, we get updates, and the 2 homes they went to were absolutely fabulous. We did keep 2, and the 2 that we kept were from Fiona and Sherman's litter. So they're brothers, and they've both, one has been castrated, one has not. One had a scrotal hernia, and we learned last year not to castrate that one. So we're gonna see if we can find a vet for the surgery. However, we did not have any luck in the past. But I'm not giving up just yet. So I'm gonna see. And the reason why we would do that is to see how much it costs, and that would enable him to grow out longer. Otherwise, he will be a roaster pig and will have to be butchered younger, because at one point the hernia will become a major issue for him. So moving on, you can hear the turkeys in the background. I'm sitting by their coop, and the turkeys are going to be leaving as well. We have decided that we do not eat a lot of turkey. We raised 5 turkeys last year. We butchered 6 because one was Julius, and we still have turkey left over in the freezer. So we really don't eat a lot of turkey, and we've decided that what we can do is buy the turkeys locally every year, raise them partially, and take a weight off of us in the winter of having to take care of them, because that is trying to keep up with water not freezing and feed and all that. And even though they're so easy to care for, we just don't need the 3 birds. And so the opportunity came up for them to go to another farm, and so they're going to be leaving here shortly. What will happen then is the farrowing barn where Eleanor was this year and where Norman grew up last year will be dismantled. And the reason why is because we've had a lot of flooding from the rain, and that barn keeps getting flooded. We didn't have any issues in the past, and that's because we didn't have any rain. This year is the first year we've had rain since we moved here, and it's caused a lot of issues with that barn, so we're going to move it. Plus, if we're going to get a lot of snow this winter, which I hate to say, but if we do, we need to be able to plow past where that barn is to be able to get to the other pigs, because if we get deep snow, that's what we do, is plow so we can get through there. One of the hardest decisions that I had to make is let one of the pigs go. And I had to let one of the pigs go because of a variety of reasons. And one of the reasons is we already have 2 boars. They're unregistered. If we decide to move forward with a registered boar, and we've had the opportunity a few times now, but we had to pass on it because we don't have the space. Another thing is having a lot of animals over winter is a struggle. The meat pigs will be a struggle this winter if we get really cold. I really don't want to have to bring them in the house. I'm hoping having 2 of them will keep them warm together, unlike Norman, who is by himself. And we are going to move them over to the turkey coop once the turkeys leave, and we're hoping that that will keep them warmer. That barn is in the sun all day long. And also it is more enclosed and should be a warmer place overall. We have the 3 back pastures, and we use 2 because they're closer to the house, but the one is farther from the house, and that creates some issues for us. We can't keep the water from freezing down there. We would need an extremely long extension cord, and quite honestly, we're at capacity when it comes to extension cords and keeping water heaters going in the winter. There's a bunch of other reasons, but just know that we made the right decision for ourselves, and also in the best interest of any animals leaving the farm. Sherman is no longer living on the farm. He is living on a new farm, and it's really hard. For all rational, factual, logical reasons, it was a good decision to make. We made sure that he went to a loving home. I've already received pictures of him and how he's doing, and he is living the life. He is going to be a breeding boar for a heritage meat farm to table program. So he will live out his life there. The people who took him were very kind in loading a pig that had never been loaded before. They loaded him with kindness and compassion, and they adore him. He's been laying over for belly rubs and snoring, and he's doing well. But that was a hard one for me emotionally, because he was my baby, and he'll always will be. So that's really hard, but we do feel it was the right decision to make. It brings us down to 1 boar. Grant, although he likes to escape, he actually has some desirable traits in a Kunekune boar, so we decided to keep him for our breeding program. I'm trying to hold it together so I don't cry on you, but I can tell you that the decision to let Sherman go was a really challenging one, and one that had me lose a lot of sleep and do a lot of reflection and evaluation of us. And even though we will have 6 pigs on the farm for winter, 2 are only here for 1 winter because it's for meat. And that would leave us with the other 4, and we'll be able to double up everyone and do 2, 2, and 2 for the winter. But that's the way it goes. So I don't know what the future holds for us. I don't know what will transpire, but we had to say goodbye, and it was really hard. So anyway, let me show you the 2 meat pigs. So the cream colored one with his rear back towards you is Hank. He's the one with the scrotal hernia. And the ginger black one is Waylon. So they'll be living with us for about a year. Hank may be a little under a year. We're going to see how he is and monitor him and see how things go. But boy, they are big boys. Waylon is a really big boy. Let me see if I can get you a closer look. I know it's through the fence, but Waylon is massive compared to Hank. He's a big boy. And they're doing really well, settling in. Well, guys, that's our updates for now. And I hope that you'll be respectful in the comments. And the reality of it is we're paying the bill to feed them all. So we have to make decisions that are in our best interests for our farm. Have a great day, guys. Take care.